Hey everybody, John Burke of Burke Co, along with Foster Real Estate Group, and it might have been the surprising midterm results, which nobody seemed to expect, or maybe the really surprising number on inflation from the government CPI report that came out on Thursday that sent the market skyrocketing. I hope your portfolio is doing better. But it got me thinking that, the prevailing wisdom that we're headed into a recession, and that in particular we're going to see maybe real estate prices deflate in the next 6 to 24 months, isn't necessarily correct. I mean, there are some other alternatives that, even if not necessarily as likely by the experts, at least exist as significant possibilities. And it might be something to consider. And one is, if this trend with the CPI continues and we actually are lowering inflation, it's possible the Fed suddenly stops raising interest rates or even eases them back down a little bit. And if that's the case and we continue to have unemployment where it is around 3 or 4%, we might actually stick that soft landing that everybody was talking about. And if that's the case, I don't expect us to see the frenzy of the market that we saw during COVID in the real estate industry. And I really don't see prices, skyrocketing, but inflation has made everything more expensive, which has had, the rest of everything catch up. And if the job market remains strong after an inflationary environment, you'd expect wages to go up. I think wages are still doing really well for, the top quintile of people who buy here at the shore. So it's very possible that sort of dramatic reduction in prices that some people think is coming might never show up. I don't know the future, and I'm not an economist, so I certainly can't make bold predictions about things. But it's definitely another possibility that could exist out there. And then instead of it right now, being kind of the calm before this terrible recession and storm that's about to hit, this is actually just a lull, sort of an opportunity before things find their normal footing again and people's confidence comes back. Because I can predict this. I do know this. If interest rates suddenly come back down in the spring, because inflation got back under control, which isn't necessarily the most likely thing, but it could happen. If it does, there are a lot of people out there who felt so burnt they don't want to go near real estate right now because they're really upset that they missed 3%. So when they get a chance at 5%, 4%, or 3.5% again, I don't think they're going to miss it. So I don't see prices skyrocketing the way that they have. But there's also a possibility where this sort of big drop everybody, or a lot of people keep saying they think is coming, especially people I talk to. There's some ways it might never show up. So I guess we wait and see what happens. So if you do want to talk about real estate, you want to talk about the big economy with somebody who doesn't know anything about it, you could give me a call on that too. But if you have any plans buying, selling, the market's very interesting right now. And things are happening. Actually, I had a property this weekend with multiple offers in on it. So there are things going on. We'd certainly like to talk to you. We hope you're enjoying the fall, and we're still here down at the shore. If you're thinking about real estate, especially if you're thinking about buying, November and December, best time of the year seasonally to do that. So once again, John Burke for all of us at Burke & Company, and we'll see you next week.